So, what is happening around the world? What is latest? So, the latest news is about Russia-Ukraine war, and it has been almost around 2002, 22 to now, like 3 to 4 years since this war started. And while Russia being the biggest army in the world, they still cannot capture the whole Ukraine. And Ukraine knows that Russia is big, and still it's fighting back, obviously with the help of the US and all other allies. But imagine the courage they might have. So the latest is Ukraine blew up a 40 bomber plane of Russia, and this planning took uh, 1 year and 6 months. And before they could blow up the entire planes by drone, the first thing they did is that they thought of the security of their army and their special forces. Say, so they brought them back, and everything happened remotely by mobile. This is so intelligent. I mean, like, you have to imagine if you're fighting a bigger enemy, and the only choice you have got is to get creative, get intelligent, and that's the only way you can fight. So 18 months, and who will have more losses at the end of this whole conflict? Who is the biggest loser? So for me, I think Ukraine is losing at times, but Russia is the biggest loser. Why? Russia has the oldest population and Ukraine has the youngest population. But if you see in future, Ukraine would still survive and keep going and still manageable because it is not a big country like Russia. But Russia is a big country and it would be hard to manage everything by this one single autocratic government. Ukraine is a democracy. Everybody takes their part and they'll be able to manage the whole thing. When the war gets over, they will come back to their feet because Ukrainians are very hardworking and they are not losing in the long term. They are creative and they fight back with creative precision. So you might see like Russia would uh, throw a lot of missile cruise launchers at Ukraine, 300, 400 drones, millions of dollars of drone. But Ukraine would take only 50 to 60 drones and they would have precision. But Russia would just kill normal people. But Ukraine would hit military targets, which should be significant because that's what they need to do. Killing civilians won't be beneficial for Russia because it doesn't help them win the war. It is just a technique to scare people to leave and to leave the war and to complain to the Ukrainian government. But I don't think this is going to work for a long term. Long term has to be peace. They have to come to their senses and realize this has gone long enough. Stop the war, accept that nobody is winning, nobody is losing, and get back to the peace agreement. Thank you from Ranjan Pathak, and I'll keep sharing these kind of news and on a daily basis or a weekly basis whenever I hear something which is quite astonishing for me.